The TV1 News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome. This is TV1 News. I'm Carol Kido Jr.
And I'm Rex Lita. Join me later for your sporting details.
In this edition, Malala Secondary School get new ICT lab, Pastor thanks aviation support in missionary work, and NRL season kicks off successfully in Vegas. Construction of the administration building for the Yanguru Mobile Barracks has begun. Member for Yanguru South Sea and Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, happily announced this last week. Earthworks has commenced. This work will be complemented by the new fence around the perimeter of the barracks, and work on a new bore water supply system will be constructed under the supervision of Water PNG. MP Maru says the contractor is also working to complete the rest of the 45 houses for the barracks. He emphasized that law and order remains the district's priority. ExxonMobil PNG is leading efforts to bolster conservation capacity in Papua New Guinea to protect its unique biodiversity. Through partnerships with the New Guinea Binatang Research Center, or NGBRC, ExxonMobil PNG sponsors students for advanced degrees and conducts training courses for conservation practitioners. The program aims to nurture local talent and empower community leaders, marking a significant stride in corporate-sponsored conservation initiatives in Papua New Guinea. Malala Secondary School in Madang Province recently opened its state-of-the-art ICT lab. The facility was established under the National Fisheries Authority education component of corporate social responsibilities. Managing Director for NFA Justin Ilakini was thrilled to be part of the opening ceremony as a former student of Malala Secondary. He took the time to acknowledge the administration for the changes which have occurred and the upgrade of the school so far. Staff and students of Malala Secondary School in Madang Province continue to upgrade learning facilities. To kick off the 2024 school year, the school welcomed its new 940,000 kina computer laboratory for lessons in information and communications technology. This new development was a project undertaken by the school management in partnership with the National Fisheries Authority under its education component of its corporate social responsibilities. NFA Managing Director Justin Ilakini, a former student of Malala Secondary, was thrilled to be part of the opening ceremony.
In 6 months, the National Fisheries Authority will be the most advanced state entity with an ICT infrastructure. There is a major reform that we are rolling out. In 6 months, we'll go into a building that will be the most modern building in the nation. We have seen the importance of ICT, the productivity, the efficiency in service delivery. We've also embraced what ICT can do to serve our people better in the fishery sector, in all the other sectors as well. So for us, when we received this request to build an ICT lab, I didn't hesitate.
He added that students have the right to have access to quality resources to help lift education standards in the country.
As the National Fisheries Authority, we are an implementing entity of the government. We have to implement policies of the government. If the government has come up with an ICT policy which all our young people must be computer literate, must have access to cutting-edge ICT technologies, we must implement them.
Madang Governor Ramsey Pariwa, also an ex-Malala student, thanked NFA as a development partner in building the ICT lab. Mr. Pariwa stated that the performance rate of Malala Secondary has dropped significantly over the years from being the highest performing school to being the second last in this year's performance results. Governor Pariwa made a commitment of 100,000 kina to the school to set up internet connectivity to support its learning. He also encouraged the students to study hard and smart.
We are second last in the education standard of this country. That means that we have so much to do in terms of education. I must not sit back and see NFA coming here to help out with our education facility in the province. It is my responsibility to come here and see. It is my responsibility and my administration's responsibility, district administration's responsibility, and all of us stakeholders in the education sector to come together and put our hands together so that we can work together to improve our education.
Following the formalities, Governor Pariwa and Sister Inderberg unveiled the plaque and cut the ribbon. The ICT lab was blessed and christened as Sister Jane Frances Millane ICT Laboratory. The key to fronting issues faced in the public service through ICT is by strengthening collaboration on research and technological advancement. National Research Institute, in partnership with the Department of Information and Communications Technology, have signed a Memorandum of Understanding, is currently on the mission to address the matter. This partnership will enhance research exchange initiatives, teaching cooperation, promote joint projects, and leverage resources capabilities that seek to develop solutions to address contemporary challenges in the ICT space. Through the partnership between NRI and DICT, it paves the way for joint research initiatives, capacity building programs, and knowledge exchange, highlighted DICT's Manager for Partnerships, Henry Konaka. Missionary work, not an easy feat, and Cool Range Band tour with DMP in the U.S. Those stories when we come back.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bougainville.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic get up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
right across the nation. We eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
I train you to become warrior, but you have never faced anything like this.
Oh my God! Oh my, I'm gonna be sick.
Is Donnie bleeding?
It's my leg! 6 in the morning, police at my door.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem premieres Saturday, March 9th, 9 p.m. on HBO.
Maggi, scale him. Yo, you know que tiki lo walk na school tasol. Remember you saw no kaya na hungry. Got it in big sounding straight. Run the back
to my roots. Go get the bag. Moving in foremost. Coming up fast. Back to my roots. Go get the bag. Moving in foremost. Coming up fast.
I'll be the jack of all trades and master of none. Cause times is hard.
Welcome back. With the Pacific Marine Industrial Zone project set to begin implementation this year, people in the impact communities, through their representatives, want to know if they have been captured as equal participants in the project. A number of activists representing the interests of landowners and impact communities recently found out an MOU was signed between RD Tuna and the provincial government late last year to kickstart the project this year. They are now demanding to know details of this MOU and whether or not it captures equal participation for landowners and impact corridor communities. Provincial Administrator Frank Lau told TVWAN News that he is aware of the MOU signing, but is not privy to the details nor signatories to the MOU.
The place where walking by Kira, where stakeholders, landowners, public ground, usad ba participate to the project, developers, all get a must up na. All must agree one thing. This is like MOU signing. But because I'm come up with Muslim, we don't know what I did. What are the content of the MOU? Until today, we are still in dark.
Now, this MOU 2023 for project restart in 2024, as per what the government had mentioned, the 2024, the project will start or restart. How well have they gone back to history and captured the decision of the court for the benefit of the impact people?
I was not informed about it. My office was not informed about it. And we had no knowledge of that MOU. But to date, I have not seen a copy of the MOU yet. So I cannot verify who signed it or the content of that MOU.
Quick-thinking police personnel from Port Moresby in a dramatic shootout thwarted a daring armed robbery attempt with Madang-based officers this morning in Madang town. The incident unfolded as businesses began to open for the day, sending shockwaves through the normally peaceful coastal town. According to eyewitnesses, a group of armed robbers targeted a female staff member from the Supreme store, making off with a significant amount of cash before attempting to escape on a dinghy. However, their escape was cut short when officers from Port Moresby intercepted them, leading to a tense standoff. In the ensuing confrontation, gunfire erupted between the robbers and police. Despite the dangerous situation, the police remain resolute in their pursuit of the criminals. The criminals are now in police custody and investigations into the foiled robbery continue. Residents of Medang are now left to reflect on the fragility of their security and the importance of remaining vigilant against criminal threats. For church workers in the most remote parts of the country, it can be challenging to spread the word of God because of transportation. Sometimes aviation services is the only way to do this mission work. A dedicated pastor from remote Oksap Mim of Telefomin District, West Sepik Province, shared his challenges as a missionary responsible for taking his church located in the most mountainous areas of Sundown Province, shared the challenges of taking his church's spiritual and physical services across dynamic landscapes.
Remote Baptist pastor Bernard Nosarine recalled the time he wanted to travel to Telefomin in West Sepik Province for the Min Baptist Union executive meeting, but couldn't get there in time.
No transportation, long bring service, but become looking more as the only meeting finish, na become late, na only preview me long, or meetings only been go through long, and last night only preview me.
Doing mission work in remote parts of the country is tough work, especially when transportation is a challenge. Pastor Bernard emphasized on walking distances. Oksap Min is about 70 kilometers away from Telefomin. However, there isn't a good road connecting the two through the Victor Emmanuel Range. Facing dense forests and steep mountains, his only option was to fly with the Mission Aviation Fellowship.
Some people got two kind services. People operate inside Long Min Baptist Union, which is physical services like education services, health services, retreat services. All this plus two people got help him. Now long spiritual services 2 years. Local Baptist now dominate long this plan. Missionary Baptist dominated areas where almost 70 to 85% from Baptist Union in Iran.
This large presence highlights the significant influence of the Baptist Church in shaping the religious landscape of the region. According to Pastor Bernard, the partnership with MAF helps the church to overcome isolation. He explained that transportation by MAF has been aiding the delivery services to remote areas since the arrival of Baptist missionaries in the mid-20th century until current day.
Like his plan, they help him through long so people congratulate him too long. This work service only give him long reach him out, talk long what he go, help him people like his more sick man, he come call housing, them kind of situation people go through every service, so people help him people to thank you long too.
Jasmine Jack, TVWAN News.
Australia continues its support to community-based organizations in Bougainville. Australian High Commission Representative Penny Morton received a warm welcome from grassroots women's organizations, the Nazareth Center for Rehabilitation and Hako Women's Collective, on her first visit to Bougainville. Ms. Morton met NCFR founder and leading peace advocate Sister Lorraine Garasu and her team in Chabai to discuss Australia's continuing support. Established in 2001 to provide services to women affected by domestic violence, the center is now the leading local community-based organization in Bougainville, specialized in gender-based violence, trauma counseling, peace building, and conflict resolution. Australia supports NCFR through 3 main programs: the Bougainville Partnership, PNG Women Lead, and the Justice Services and Stability for Development Program. In Hako, Ms. Morton was greeted by founding members and staff from the Women's Collective, along with local chiefs. Now in its 18th year, HWC provides a range of services, including emergency shelter, trauma counseling, and rehabilitation through the Mary Safe House and Men's Hub. Papua New Guinea's beloved local sensation, the Cool Range Band, embarked on an exhilarating musical odyssey alongside Solomon Islands' revered reggae ensemble Dormans Project, also known as DMP, to the heart of the United States of America, commencing their adventure on the 18th of February. The group, fronted by the charismatic drummer and singer Stephen Palla, fondly referred to as Stiggy under the spotlight, the Cool Range Band initiated a remarkable voyage alongside their brothers from DMP. PNG's very own Cool Range Band embarked on an exhilarating journey alongside iconic reggae ensemble from the Solomon Islands, Dormans Project or DMP, to the United States. Led by the charismatic drummer and singer Stephen Palla, affectionately known as Stiggy, the band commenced their transcontinental adventure with zeal and anticipation. Their expedition led them through riveting sound checks at the renowned Fremont Theatre SLO before diving into the third week of the esteemed Collie Budd's Take It Easy World Tour, sharing the limelight with Cashed Out in Sacramento. Colin Patrick Harper, renowned by his stage moniker Collie Buds, a distinguished reggae luminary hailing from Bermuda, graciously welcomed both bands, providing an exclusive glimpse into his creative domain at Collie Buds Studio. Presently, the ensemble finds themselves amidst the enchanting ambience of Akata, yet to grace the Akata Music Theatre stage for yet another spellbinding evening, where the electrifying rhythms of DMP resonate, accompanied by the soul-stirring melodies of the remarkable Cool Range Band. The government of Papua New Guinea has stated that the agriculture sector is a priority area with vast potential to contribute to PNG's economic growth. The Australian government-supported Grow PNG continues to support PNG's agricultural growth ambitions by working toward accelerating the growth of the agriculture sector in the Markham Valley. The Markham Valley is a key economic corridor in Marlborough Province, and Grow PNG aims to enable greater participation of smallholder households through agriculture. Grow PNG today hosted the Markham Investor Development Forum 2024, bringing together leaders from government, landowners, business, financial institutions, development partners, and other relevant stakeholders to hold discussions on increased agri-investments in the Markham Valley. Australian High Commissioner to PNG John Fix called on PNG to lead and to see Australia, other donors and the private sector as supporting partners and not the solution. During the forum, an MOU was signed between the Markham District Development Authority and Grow PNG to improve agricultural production in the Markham Valley and improve smallholder incomes. Regional news is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG é minha! Bem PNG made.
More clean, more sweet. Flame natural white sugar. Make more.
Attention rice lovers! We are giving away 300,000 kina worth of scaled school money. 1,000 kina could be yours. With 300 winners and 4 fortnightly draws, your chances are higher than ever. Buy any 1 kg to 20 kg scale or ori rice, cut out the grown for PNG stamp, put it in an envelope with your name, contact details, and drop it in an entry box at selected outlets. Promotion ends March 29, 2024. Hurry and win big with scale and ori rice. Follow us on social media for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
John, we have tallies approaching.
You still don't remember a thing.
I don't remember any of it.
I only remember the interpreter.
We owe that man your life.
I am gonna have to get him out myself.
The Covenant. Premieres Saturday, March 23rd, 9 p.m. on HBO.
Hai, suruh kang plus dulu TV. Alright, Mika. Oh, you shut down the volume here. Happy volume.
Welcome back. And in regional news, 9 Southeast Asian leaders are about to descend on Melbourne for a major diplomatic summit with Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. It is the biggest diplomatic gathering in Australia since 2018, when Malcolm Turnbull held a similarly high-profile meeting with regional heavyweights at the last ASEAN-Australia Summit in Sydney. Hundreds of officials, diplomats, academics and business leaders will descend on convention centres, hotels and offices throughout the CBD for days of summary, discussion and deal-making. There will be several new faces at the event too, with a fresh crop of leaders coming through in several Southeast Asian nations. Indonesia President Joko Widodo has only 7 months left in office before he will make way for his successor, Prabowo Subianto, who won a comfortable victory in elections last month. A new soccer competition in northern Tasmania is helping seasonal workers from Timor find their feet in a foreign country.
Might look like a soccer game just like any other, but rather than national, state or club pride riding on the outcome, these players are battling it out to see which team wins bragging rights for its berry farm.
This is an initiative essentially developed by the Timorese themselves within the community amongst all the different berry farms around the northern part of Tasmania. So we found out last year they were organising games amongst themselves, and then we've all gone and got them tops for what I'm wearing here now, so the guys can feel really part of the team. We've had probably 300-400 people turn up from the 2 farms to support, so the atmosphere's been amazing.
I play for Hollywood Bears. I was amazing today, and everyone fine. Yeah, we're excited. We hope we keep going doing this activity for the future, so that to make us like feel not only for work, but we also have fun. Yeah.
I can say it's like family or community gathering, so we can part of the community. So that's one of the positive things that we gain during our stay in Australia.
The players end the evening with their national anthem. Then it's back home to hit bed. After their win, the soccer players are back in the berry tunnels to pick fruit. And farm managers like Gemma McKinnon know the value of happy pickers.
They're such a joy. They're so
fun to be around, and they're fast. They're really efficient at picking. So we've got guys that have been for 5, 6, 7 years, and they're just guns. The soccer competition brings such joy. We love having that competition between, Hillwood Berries and Mountford Berries or Tas Berries.
Everyone knows that, when you picking, it's more hard on the picking and you are getting so tired. But soccer is like everything for me, so that's why when I'm going to the ground and I play it, I feel everything is fine.
For this morning's picking, that's a wrap. So it's time for lunch and then a quick dance before it's back to the berries to daydream of sweet moments on the soccer field.
Researchers from Charles Darwin University and Melbourne's RMIT have identified a cannabis extract that has a deadly effect on melanoma cells. A treatment option may still be years away, but the findings are a glimmer of hope for people diagnosed with one of Australia's worst cancers.
The sun.
I would have had well over 100 skin cancers cut off in that time, probably closer to 200.
4 of those were melanomas, the most dangerous skin cancer.
Never wore a hat, never wore sunscreen, and this is the result.
Lee's undergone nearly every treatment possible, but remains optimistic.
That one there, that is a melanoma that they removed. I've had radiation in every area of my head, and the doctors have said there is no more. My wife worries all the time about my melanomas that pop up and things like that, but I have a different philosophy.
Treating melanomas often involves invasive procedures like surgery or radiation therapy. But new research from Charles Darwin University and RMIT offers a glimmer of hope. They found that a specific extract from the cannabis sativa plant has a deadly effect on melanoma cells.
We're talking about malignant melanoma, which is a fatal condition of skin cancer.
It's a discovery that could change the way melanomas are treated.
It works by forcing the cell to go to what we call it a programmed cell death or apoptosis. And that's, for us, as an initial studies done in a lab condition, it's a great result.
The effects of cannabis will still need to be tested on animals, and then it'll go to human trials. But for people like Lee, other options to surgery are welcome.
If I didn't have to have things cut out of me, wish I'd known about this 10 years ago.
Surviving, but running out of options. Lee hopes a new treatment isn't too far away.
Financial barriers mean some Australians are travelling overseas for more affordable dental care, but it's not without risk. While there's a push for federal and state governments to improve access to oral health care, thousands of Australians have already raided their super to pay for treatments.
Leslie Hyde is a Bali regular, travelling to the island of the gods for holidays and dental care.
As well as the cheaper cost, it is a lot quicker and no waiting periods.
She's had veneers on her top teeth. While the work was largely cosmetic, for others it's essential.
I've got a friend who's getting bone grafting done and implants, and again it's about a 1/6 or 1/7 of the cost of getting it done in Australia.
Tracy King had her Bali dental treatment 2 years ago after medication for an autoimmune condition left her with painfully broken down teeth.
When I would eat food, they would all sort of crack, or just the bottom of them would disintegrate because the enamel had broken down from the steroid use.
The cheapest Australian quote was more than $12,000. She ended up paying $3,300 in Bali. The 49-year-old says she's fortunate she could afford the trip, but many Aussies are stuck with a broken dental system.
If you can't afford it, be prepared that your teeth are going to rot in your mouth and fall out before you can access that care.
While both women are happy with the care they got overseas, dentists say there are risks. They include over-servicing or having unnecessary procedures, use of poorer quality materials and little legal recourse.
As a specialist prosthodontist, I see numerous patients which are basically disasters and need complete retreatment or even lose many teeth.
More than 85% of dental care in Australia is done privately, and it's expensive.
We're a highly regulated, developed country with high wages, high building costs, high energy costs.
The minority of adults who qualify for free dental in the public health system face long waiting times. Dental tourism is just one symptom of a system in crisis. More than 8,000 Australians were given permission to raid their super to pay for dental treatment in 2021-22, up 45% on the year before. In November, a Senate committee on dental services made 35 recommendations, including that the Commonwealth and states work to achieve universal access to oral care over time. The federal government is yet to respond.
And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Leroy Kamau explains reasons behind his departure from the tracks, and NRL makes successful kickoff in Vegas.
Beauty is my business, but beauty sure is a tough game. Filters are great, but great skin, better. And that's why my skin deserves the best. So I choose self-care, soaps that gently nourish my skin, resulting in a radiant look, made with tropical ingredients. I trust self-care from City Pharmacy, so bring it on! My skin is ready and so am I.
The Toyota JD Hi-Ace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hi-Ace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hi-Ace bus and experience the Hi-Ace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Get ready for more! Digicell's new Big Plus Supersize Data Plans. Now with more options, more plans, and more time. Choose from our daily plans, now valid for 24 hours, weekly plans, or even a monthly plan from our suite of Big Plus Supersize Data Plans. All with more data and starting from as low as 1 kina. Yes, you heard right. What's up, Sol? Yes, yeah! Only Digicell's Big Plus Supersize Data Plans gives you more. Activate today on My Digicell app or dial *675# only with Digicell.
Richard, you're a national hero now. Thank you, sir. But I was just doing my job.
Move away from the tower!
You're a suspect. You don't talk.
I talk. Say it. I don't talk.
I don't know how to protect you.
I think your client is guilty as hell.
They want to fry you.
You ready to start fighting back?
Richard Jewell.
The martial arts have been practiced for centuries. Forged out of an ancient Asian world of mayhem and intimidation. But in fact, they're all about self-defense, discipline, and honor. This is XMA, the world of extreme martial arts.
Watch Extreme Martial Arts, only on Fight Sports.
You're a nice boss and a loyal husband to your wife. If Ma'am Claire does not see that, it's her loss.
I'm impressed.
It's that girl.
Why the hell are you giving copy to my husband? Get out! I'm not done with this woman yet.
You wouldn't want to cross me. And I'm telling you right now, you haven't seen anything yet.
Hai, suruhkan plus dulu TV. Alright, Mika. Volume.
Welcome back. Private company's netball competition has completed its semi-final matches
and will proceed to grand final on the weekend. Bank South Pacific has recovered from its loss in week 1 of the semi-final to hold off number 1 Super Limited 23 points to 13 to set up grand final against More Printing in the Premier Division. The BSP team came strong, firing in all cylinders after succumbing to defeat in the hands of More Printing the previous weekend. They did so well to beat their opponents, number 1 Super Limited, with a 10 points difference to set up the exciting grand final. The ladies from the greenhouse looked sharp both in attack and in defense, holding on to their lead through to the end. They are expected to continue this superb form, heading into their grand final against More Printing this weekend. President of the private company's netball competition, Julie Mai, commented that it's a rematch of the grand final of seasons ago before COVID-19. She said it's been a long time waiting for BSP to win the premiership. They have been working out all the possibilities in regards to combination. They finally get it right. She further said both teams are evenly strong in all positions. It will be the teams with less errors and scores on all center passes. Defending champions, More Printing is hopeful to win back-to-back titles in the private netball competition when they take on the BSP. Meanwhile, other divisions will also play their grand finals on the weekend. It's all shaping up to be the great netball feast for the netball enthusiasts in the city. A neck-and-neck affair between defending champions, United Sisters and Saints in the Port Moresby Women's Softball Major semi-final play-off on Saturday saw Saints saving the best for the last at the bottom of the 7th inning to knock off United 11-9 in a thriller. Saints will now advance for another crack at Bears in the Big Dance on Saturday, March 9th. With both teams locked up 9-all heading into the 7th, US 10 at bat, however, were kept scoreless by Saints' tight fielding. Saints batted at the bottom of the inning and managed to get the first 2 batters on base and capitalizing on a good hit to left out, allowing both runners to cross the home plate to seal the victory at 11-9 runs. Saints will now march to the meet Bears in the big grand final decider on Saturday. Meanwhile, in the big grade, Bears meet Trebu in the grand final after proving too strong for Gazelle with 14 runs to 4. Papua New Guinea's 100-meter sprint sensation, Leroy Kamau, has explained the reason for his departure. He is leaving the track and has signed up with Pro Era Sports Management to pursue his dream of a career in rugby league. Leroy Kamau's switch from track to league was motivated by his aspirations to play league. However, he didn't shy away from admitting that there are other external factors that have forced this decision. Kamau's decision to join rugby league has many reasons behind it, one of which has to do with politics in the mother organization PNG Athletics Inc. The speed sensation refused to elaborate on that reason, but went on to recount his aspirations of playing rugby league. It was where his sporting career started. Kamau took a break from athletics in 2018 and 2019 when his family moved to Alotau, Milne Bay Province. He said there was no athletics activities in Alotau, so he played rugby league in order to stay fit. In 2019, he found himself being called up to the PNG Hunters pre-season training squad. Towards the end of 2019, his coach then took him in and trained him. That was when everything started in the PNG track and field for Kamau. While chasing his rugby league dream, Kamau still keeps the window open for his return to the track. Kamau is an internationally renowned elite-level sprinter, competed in the most recent Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2022 amongst other international track and field events. Meanwhile, Pro Extra Sports Management expressed gratitude for taking Kamau on board. They are looking forward to supporting his rugby league aspirations. After almost 3 grueling months of pre-season, it's now down to serious business for the SP-PNG Hunters following the launch of their 2024 Host Plus Cup season on Saturday night at the luxurious Stanley Hotel in Port Moresby. The highlight of the night was the big announcement and the parade of the final 30-man squad for the 2024 by Hesby Hunters rookie coach Paul Aiton. The new-look Hunters team, to be captained by Ila Alu, has 11 debutants, while a number of notable names for the 2023 playing squad have been left out. Before the confirmation of the final 30-man squad for the 2024 Host Plus Cup season, some tough calls were made. The official announcement took place at the Hunter season launched Saturday. Missing from squad are Junior Igila, Benji Kot, Siki Konden and Sherwin Tanabe. After navigating his first preseason as head coach, Paul Aiton was proud of how the players and staff were able to ensure a tough preseason. He said he was extremely happy with how the squad has come together and is looking forward to round one this weekend.
Proud of the boys, how far we've come. We're starting to build something special. We've got an injection of new players who are pushing the older ones, so it's really good. I'm proud of them, proud of each and every one of them. Even the boys post-Christmas, pre-Christmas, didn't have any issues, so I'm proud of all of them. Yeah, I'm feeling very proud of them. Anxious and nervous as well.
Among the returning 19 Hunters regulars from the 2023 season, Coach Aiton has named 11 debutants, including 3 junior Kumuls, namely Finley Glare, Gairo Voro and Bruce Bawase, who were part of the last year's junior Kumuls that played in the Australian schoolboys during the PM's 13 weekend.
Next time, lo walk inside 18-man team, Hunters, every weekend, week in, week out, lo walk inside 18-man team.
Playing in the Host Plus Cup, it's not easy from when I started to where it is now. The speed of the game, the technicality of the game that is involved has evolved to another level. So gratefully that whatever we've learned, as long as we can be able to implement it throughout week in, week out, we'll eventually get there. But it's early days for us to say that final is a guarantee for us. There's a lot of things to work on to make this a reality. Now we will take each game as it comes, each week as it comes, and we'll see how the outcome is.
Squad na Christian match that just lami games lah 30-man squad na train them hard but just push strong until boys na so dream domelo Maggi manta sa
Coach Aiton also confirmed inspirational skipper and team leader Ila Alu to lead the team again this season, adding he's the most senior player in the group with strong charisma and a role model for the next generation of Hunters players. Alu has embraced the leadership role to maneuver the team through another tough season. The PNG Hunters will kick off their 2024 Host Plus Cup campaign 3 p.m. this Saturday, March 9th, when they host winner Manly Seagulls at the Santos National Football Stadium. The NRL hosted historic matches with season opener in Las Vegas over the weekend. Manly Seagulls defeated South Sydney Rabbitohs 36 points to 24 before Sydney Roosters held off Brisbane Broncos 20 points to 10. The South Sydney Rabbitohs looked well-rounded in their match against Manly Seagulls, with Latrell Mitchell leading the charts. Mitchell had a great game, scoring a try and setting up one for his winger Jacob Gagai.
A dummy half, the floater for Walker. Now Harvili, the double pump, as they work it from left to right, and now a charge.
Equally impressive in the contest was Cody Walker. Walker was superb with the ball in hand, creating havoc for Manly defence. On the opposite side of the field, Luke Brooks was impressive in the number 6 jumper for Manly. The return of Tom Trebojevic to the pitch gave life to Manly's side as the superstar fullback make his long-awaited comeback to the NRL from the pectoral injury he sustained during the State of Origin last year, which ruled him out for the entire 2023 NRL season. In another match, the Sydney Roosters was too good for the last year's grand finalist, the Brisbane Broncos. Roosters skipper James Tedesco rediscovered his form and combined really well with the edges and the middle forwards. The Broncos was not too bad either. Fullback Rhys Wells was also impressive in the match on the losing side, and so was Payne Haas and Patrick Carrigan up the middle third. The historic rugby league match in America attracted over 40,000 fans to the Allegiant Stadium where the rugby league matches were played. The NRL Round 1 matches continue in Australia, starting this Thursday onto the weekend. That's all we have in sports. Carol.
Thank you, Rex. And now we'll have the weather forecast for the main centers for the next 24 hours. Southern regions, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Port Moresby, partly cloudy with few possible showers. Momase, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Lae, partly cloudy with some showers. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and thunderstorms with areas of rain. Kimbe, partly cloudy with few possible showers. Highlands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of patchy rain. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, partly cloudy and few showers with possible thunderstorm. Ocean forecast. Coral Sea, seas smooth to slight with southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas smooth to slight with west to northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Islands, to Kerama to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samarai Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Finchafen through Vitias Strait to Siasi and Long Islands, waters of Long Island to Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG and Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that wraps up another edition of TV1 News. Have a top week ahead. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.